Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Jonathan Coates, and in today's free AI training, I'm pretty excited because I'm going to be sharing with you a text-to-video software or even an image-to-video software called Runway Generation Alpha 3. And it's impressive because there's so many different use cases. Now, I'm going to walk you through it in this video, give you an overview and a rundown, and walk you through some of their getting started guides. And I'm going to share some tools and recommendations as well. But there's a lot of different use cases such as hair and fur simulation, landscape fly-throughs, animals, fire, smoke, and fluid simulation, anime, character rendering, landscape fly-throughs, right here for really epic cinematic scenes, kind of gives you that Skyrim feel. And then you got animals. I was actually just playing Horizon Forbidden West, and it was just so vibrant in the colors, and it was inspiring, and kind of led me to this because I was like, man, I really want to create something just as lavish and colorful and magical as that. So as you can see here, fire, smoke, and fluid simulation. So for the universe that I'm creating for my samurais, I'm going to have the health and fitness samurai. I'm going to have the affiliate marketing samurai, the sales and closing samurai, dating and relationship samurai. I want to create entire cinematic themes and cultural events. I want to create entire storylines and arcs and all types of stuff with these samurai just to further complement their brand. And this is such a great way to do that because you can basically just put in a prompt, tell it exactly what you want, and then you'll get that. So let me show you something real quick. On my affiliate marketing samurai page, I actually just shared the health and fitness samurai. I generated this as a prompt. So what I would end up doing is I would take this and turn it into a movie. And you can actually do that with Generation Alpha 3 from Runway. So I'm going to run through that with you. As you can see, there's a lot of different applications and use cases and case studies in here. And this is all absolutely real, unlike a lot of different companies who just have flashy trailers. And you also have B-rolls, and they do have a prompting guide in here. It makes things a whole lot easier. So they show you the results of these different prompts down here. So here's the different camera styles. You got low angle, high angle, overhead, FPV, which stands for first person view, handheld, wide angle, close up for more detailed and emotional, macro cinematography, over the shoulder. And this looks pretty awesome. Tracking, so you're following a guy as he's walking, establishing wide. So this is almost like the beginning of the scene right here. Set the stage, if you will, which is more of a natural view, like how the eye actually is. Snorri cam, so it's like a reverse first person view type deal. And then realistic documentary, camcorder, which feels more at home. And then here's the different lighting styles. You got diffuse lighting, silhouette, lens flare, backlit, side lit. I thought that was Walter White. Color gel lighting. This looks pretty cool. That looks like the scene from what's that video from the Black Album? Brush Your Shoulders Off by Jay-Z. That last part of the video. Venetian lighting. Now this looks pretty awesome right here. And then movement speed. So I'm not going to go through all of this, but I will leave this in the description. As you can see, they cover basically all of it. I just want to try my best to keep this video as short as I can, but they go into great detail and it's really, really inspiring and exciting. And I'll be sure to make more videos about this. I really just wanted to bring this to your attention and give you an overview. I want to give you some information on this and walk you through it and show you how it's done. And then, like I said earlier, give you some tips and techniques because you can create this at your fingertips. Now, there are credits, so you want to make sure that you have enough credits. Now, a little bit of information about that. Generation 3 Alpha Turbo uses 5 credits per second. Generation 3 Alpha uses 10 credits per second of video generated. Generation 2 uses 5 credits per second. So as you can imagine, on the free tier, all you can really do is just a 60-second generated image. Now, I'm not going to do it in this video, but I do want to walk you through, and I also want to share with you some tidbits. So if you want to save your credits, you can change the duration here. So, you're not generating the whole 10 seconds because you only get, as I said right here, on the free tier, at least 5 credits per second. Now you can upgrade, and $12 per month will bring you up to, your credits will reset to $625 every month. And you can buy more credits as needed, but this is just the standard, and you can also remove the watermarks for a more professional feeling, because if you don't, it's just going to say Runway at the bottom right. And that's partially the reason why I don't want to create a video just yet on me using it for my own personal purposes, but I do want to walk you through and just show you all the different illustrations and demonstrations that they have. Now, let me click on monthly real quick. Now, $15 per editor a month is billed monthly, generate with Gen 3 Alpha. So that's this right here. If you actually go to this drop down and then you go to Generation 3 Alpha, this box will come up. So if you just want to test it out, you can stick to Generation 3 Alpha Turbo. It's the fastest image to video generation, but generation 3 alpha is highest fidelity. So you're going to have to upgrade for that. And then you got generation 2, which is a multimodal image generation. So you can describe your shot. You can use your camera control, motion blurs, and then you can also have presets. And right here down at the very bottom where it says general motion is where you can increase or decrease the intensity of the motion in your video. Higher values result in more motion. And then this filter, these little settings down here is where you can adjust the resolution and the prompt weight for reviewing images. And what that means is higher values lead to emphasis on your text prompt, while lower values lead to more unexpected results. So you can kind of try to balance this out. And then you can have a fixed seed. So let's just say if you have a prompt that you want to keep and it's come out with a certain result and you want to keep that as sort of like the standard, like the precedent, if you will, then after you generate your actual video, they'll give you a seed and you can put that seed in here. So that way you can start from that scene and just build from there, or you can make changes. That way you don't have to keep going in and trying to figure out or remember what it is that you put in the last time. So let me go over some of this with you now. If you're getting started with Generation Alpha, the first thing you want to do is head over to text or image to video tool, select Generation 3 Alpha, as I showed you with the turbo, or you got Generation 3 Alpha where that gives you more higher fidelity, and the prompt box is where you'll add your description. So on the main page here, let's go to the dashboard. I want to show you how you can get to this. So this is the home page here. When you get here on the left-hand side, you got the library. You have assets in here that you can save, workspace assets, favorite assets that you can save them, so you don't have to keep going out and trying to find them. Then you have the tools down here. So text to image to video, you can describe the shot in here and actually generate it. Or if you go back, you can go to the generative audio, which is a whole nother video that I would like to cover, because as you can see, there's unlimited possibilities with this. And they have video to video, text image to video, and the entire library down here, basically all of the tools. So blur faces, depth of field, super slow motion, extract depth, scene detection, motion tracking, upscale images, subtitles, add color. There's a lot of stuff that you can do in here, but in this video, I do want to focus on text image to video. So I do have a document that you'll see in the description. I'll go ahead and go over this with you right now in this video. So generation times are fast. A 5-second video takes about 60 seconds and a 10-second video takes about 90 seconds. So like, say for an example, you want a close-up of a smiling young woman with curly hair on a dusky beach with the ocean softly blurring in the background, bathed in deep blue twilight. That's the kind of prompt that you want to put in there, and you can actually create that with Generation 3 Alpha. And as you can see right here with these use cases, like with this fish right here on this prompt, and you can copy these, by the way, and I'll be sure to leave this in the description, these prompts right here. So let me just show you what this prompt says. A cinematic first-person POV shot of a hand holding a small fish morphing into a field mouse. And that's exactly what's happening right here. A highly detailed portrait of a porcelain donkey being covered by thick slime, cinematic, highly detailed, film grade. So these are example prompts to kind of give you an idea of how to structure your prompt. But as you can see, it's generating that. Now, just keep in mind that you do have credits. So if you want more credits, you're going to have to upgrade. And there's only but so many of these videos that you can make free tier. But this is absolutely remarkable. And it looks like they beat Sora to the punch. Now, mastering the art of prompting. To get the best results with Generation 3 Alpha, the key is in the details. This model shines when you provide highly descriptive, temporarily dense captions. You can describe everything from the subject and the scene to the lighting, camera movements, and even the atmosphere. So like, check this one out. I really liked, let's see if I can try to find it real quick. This one right here, it reminded me of Totoro when I was going. I don't know if any of y'all remember that. I was like, wow, man. It's very cinematic and atmospheric. It captures a sort of emotion in the scene that you really can't do unless you have professional video production. And it's just really cool that you can do that now. Now, I'm not talking about the anime aspect. Obviously, you can do that with, you can do this on your own. But a lot of this stuff, like a lot of these scenes, is extremely professional where you have to pay a lot of, normally, like, do you have a drone? I don't have a drone to be filming stuff like this. So it's really awesome that you can do this. Hyperspeed fly through Arctic mountains, a yellow bird sitting on a branch in a lush jungle. I mean, do you have the time to go out and try to find a yellow bird? So it's awesome that you can create these scenes. And as time goes on, obviously, they're going to get better and better. For an example, you can prompt a pilly fort in a cozy living room, followed by handheld camera smoothly zooms into the entrance of a pillow fort, revealing an ancient castle in the interior. So let's talk about visual effects with the Runway Academy. And also, I want to show you their getting started guide here, and I'll have this in the description. They basically run down everything, and I'll try to go over the summary here, but it's extremely simple. As you can see, it's a very short page. It's not really that long. So this is the getting started, and then this is the actual generative visual effects, and they got a video right here as well as just a quick summary, and I'll be sure to go over these with you in just a bit. Using image to video, as well as the ability to be able to erase and replace. So learn how AI tool erase and replace to easily modify images. So getting back to generative visual effects with Runway Academy, if you ever want to blend live action video with stunning AI generated visual effects, then you're in the right place. Step 1, sourcing or shooting your video. The journey begins with sourcing or shooting your video. So let's just say you're actually out and about. You go to your nearest park and you take a picture of a plant. You just take a picture of that plant, and then you make sure you have a clear idea in mind. So for this tutorial, we're doing a plant that's growing rapidly after being watered. And I actually got this from this video right here. So if you actually start this getting started, and like I said, I'll have it in the description, you'll see this specific prompt in action. You want to just make sure that you remember to turn off your camera's autofocus and auto white balance to avoid messing up the final composite. And using a tripod is a great idea, especially when to skip the hassle of motion tracking. And then exporting and editing. Once your footage is ready, scrub through it and export a still frame where you want the visual effect. Bring this image into Generation Alpha 3, which is basically this right here. So you can either just drop the image in here, drag and drop, or you'll just select it from your computer. Depending on your own vision, you can use the first frame or the last frame function. For the project that they showed in that video, they chose the first frame to depict a potted plant in a modern living space that transforms as the camera stays still. That's pretty amazing if you ask me. So there's a lot of different use cases. And as you can see, you can use your creativity and your imagination to do, it's almost like Gary's mind. Step 3, compositing and finalizing. With the generated effect in hand, it's time to composite it back into the original video. Compositing, in simple terms, is merging 2 or more images to create one final image or video. Then bring the original and generated clips together, tweak them with color correction, masking, or additional effects to perfect the final output. Now, image to video, you can provide a text prompt alongside your image, which will help guide the results better or introduce new elements or movements throughout the video. The process is pretty simple. All you really got to do is just start by selecting, as I showed you, the text image to video side. And then from there, you upload your image. Now, the cool part is if you're feeling adventurous, you can just click the generate button without adding any extra guidance, like the text down here. And the Generation 3 Alpha model will take it from there, interpreting your image to create a pretty stunning video. And every time you do this, you'll get unique results, making each attempt a new creative journey. Adding a text prompt. If you want more control, you can add a text prompt alongside your image. This will help steer the results in a specific direction, allowing you to introduce new elements or even add dynamic movements to your video. For instance, you could prompt the model to incorporate camera movements or make other changes that completely alter the final output. Be sure to check out their community for more support and tips. I'll try to have that in the description as well. So just to recap, and I'll be sure to make more videos in this in the future, I really just wanted to create an overview and a quick little crash course. Start with your credits. Before you generate any video, check your credits in the top right corner. Each second of the video generation with Generation 3 Alpha costs 10 credits, so plan accordingly. If you're at the $12 a month plan, you'll start with the 625 credits, which equates to about 62 seconds of footage. If you want to only kind of be more conservative with your credits, you can change the duration right here. And then by doing that, that allows you to test and refine your ideas without burning through your credits too quickly. Now let's talk about crafting the prompts. When crafting prompts in Generation 3 Alpha, the level of detail in your description is crucial. A simple prompt like fruit sitting on a table in a jungle can yield some pretty surprising results. If you overcomplicate the description, it might not always produce the desired effect. The key is to balance simplicity with enough detail to guide the AI in generating coherent and high quality footage. So reusing and refining prompts, you can have these custom presets, and you can also put the fixed seed in here. So if you click on the settings buttons down here, once you generate a video, they're going to give you a seed, and you can put that seed in here. If you want to remove the watermark, you're going to have to upgrade. And then you got custom presets right here. So they got different examples like cinematic drone, close up. So you can come in here to get different types of presets, Once you generated a video you like, Runway offers several options to streamline your workflow. You can reuse settings, view and copy the seed for consistent results across projects, or create custom presets for frequently used prompts. This makes it easy to maintain a cohesive style in your video projects. Now let's talk about the advanced features. To elevate your videos further, you want to experiment with different camera styles, lighting techniques, and movement types. Whether you're aiming for cinematic drama or a realistic documentary feel, Runway has the ability to bring your vision to life. So you want to start small, refine your prompts, and explore the creative possibilities by just tinkering around and using different custom presets as well as seeds. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like content like this, then I definitely recommend that you subscribe to the channel and check out my playlist on artificial intelligence and automation. And check out this in the description. I'll have this for your reference. If you want, you can use this as a guide, as well as their getting started guide and their Runway Academy. They really break down everything where it's like as simple as 1, 2, 3. It's really simple. I know it may seem advanced only for someone who hasn't used it before. It's no more complex than the Epic Game Store or like Steam, for instance. Once you figure out the dashboard and you get familiar with it, it's extremely intuitive and easy to use, and you'll be generating full-fledged movies so long as you upgrade. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to take a look at the tools and the resources below, as well as the pinned comment by the Affiliate Marketing Samurai. I try to have everything that I included in this training, and take a look at the artificial intelligence and automation checklist right in the description to help you boost efficiency and engagement. All right, it's absolutely free. All you gotta do is just put your name and your email address in, and I'll send it right to your inbox. All right, so with that said, I will see you in the next video. See you then.